Hey guys, what's going on? Mal here. I have moved back in to my parents' home after my first year at my new school after transferring. And I've kind of just been for the last week and a half moving back into the house. Like, I had two take home finals, which definitely took priority. Then, once that was done, I shifted my focus to moving my stuff, unpacking my clothes, some of my personal hygiene products, and now that's all done and got back to work. And I have summer classes starting soon. A week from tomorrow, my summer classes start. And so June's going to be pretty hectic, but I am hoping to upload consistently on this channel during the summer, build some good momentum, and also on my Instagram. And this video to me is kind of just like a life update, kind of like a YouTuber I love is Sam Sulek. I mean, who doesn't? Kind of just, Sam Sulek style yapping in the video. And yeah, I took a deload during finals week. I usually do that with ever since I started lifting, with my mesocycles. Like, I like to plan my deloads around finals week so I have more time to study. And since I had take home finals, I actually finished my finals before I finished my deload. So it was really boring because I wasn't going to the gym, but at the same time, I didn't have finals to do either. I was just kind of chilling at home, watching YouTube and doing dumb shit. But yeah, I don't really look forward to deloads anymore, if I'm being honest. I love going to the gym. Even with dieting, I don't necessarily love it, but I'd gotten so used to it that when it was time, I felt like crap during my deload, just trying to eat like a normal person because I was so used to dieting. And also, at least here in the States, like eating like a normal person is kind of like not good for you. That's why we have such high obesity rates. And, like, I'm young, it doesn't really matter, but nonetheless, it was just I just felt like crap, and like I do feel better now that I'm back on the diet, and I am so like excited to be back at the gym. I've seen so much progress. I feel so much better, so much stronger. Deloads are definitely worth it. I know that for like my addicted gym bros out there, that like they can feel boring and painful, and they are, believe me. Like, I was so bored during it. I didn't know what to do. I was taking like a million walks around the block. I was still going to the gym and doing cardio, and obviously still going and just lifting lighter and less intensely. But it was just like it sucked. Like, I missed like my old training regimen. And so yeah, I was so ready for it to be over once it was done. Another thing, I'm not sure how much time I'll have for it, but I did win boxing gloves in a raffle in my dorm. So also after my workouts, I've been trying to hit the bag. Been looking up some like kicks too, because I think you use the same gloves in boxing and kickboxing. Trying to get some kicks down, to become, the ultimate threat to humanity. Nah, but it's been a ton of fun. It's great cardio on top of the lifting. I just have a great time when I'm there before the deload. And I learned a lot about my body in this deload, not in like a weird sexual way, and like, in terms of like training and muscle growth. So the muscle group I had on priority for sure in my previous mesos, my quads. They have been my weak point for as long as I started lifting. Because in the beginning, I didn't really care. Oh, this sucks. I hate leg day. It's this bro split chest and shit. And then one day, I think it was like the end of my freshman year of college, I put on like, I had to go like somewhere nice and like kind of formal. So I put on a pair of like kind of like tailored pants to go with like the kind of tailored dress shirt. And like I look good on the top in the dress shirt, but my legs were just like they looked like pencils. It was a weird look. Then I realized I'm like, yeah, I definitely need to be hitting legs harder. So I did, and I'm also on the taller side too. I'm 6'2", so like they were always a hard muscle to bring up. And so yeah, I've just been hammering legs, and I really did actually bring up my quads. I was very happy with how that worked out. And then another thing, I did add direct forearm work at the end of my arm days. And I will say I have seen a difference. Like I feel like my forearms have grown a lot, and I'm also very happy with my arm development too. Like I said, also being on the taller side, arms have been a harder muscle to grow as well. Happy with how those came along. So quads were like the star of the show in my old mesocycle. In my new mesocycle, I've changed things a little bit to, adjust to my body. One thing, because my quads ballooned so much during this meso, my hamstrings now, like, my quads definitely overpower my hamstrings. And so I'm definitely incorporate on my leg days, I've definitely adjusted them to make them a little more hamstring biased to balance it out. I would say I'm not really sure how that's gonna work, just because I have actually always had decent hamstrings, despite my, like, I don't want to say bad quad genetics, but like despite not having great quads, I have always had like decent hamstrings since I started hitting them consistently. And also in this new mesocycle is biceps. I know that's like the bro muscle, but that's always been a tough muscle for me. It used to be triceps. Like in the beginning, I think as part of it is like everyone knows how to do this. Everyone sees this in all the videos, like a variation of a curl. And then triceps are a little harder. It was kind of hard in the beginning to get good mind muscle connection in them. But now I do. The second I do like one rep of any tricep exercise, like they light up. And so hamstrings and biceps are definitely gonna be the highlight of the new mesocycle. Thing is, other muscles like chest, I mean, I've always had a solid chest. Back, that's probably one of my best body parts. Shoulders probably are my best body part. And then, yeah, triceps, they really ballooned in this meso, so I'm kind of chilling with them. Calves, I lucked out. Everyone complains about small calves, but I'm one of the few people that won the genetic lottery with calves. Mine are 17 inches across, so they're like an afterthought. Like, I do them, but I don't like have to hammer or punish them in the way I do like some of my other muscles. Like, my calves are actually bigger than like my upper arm, which I know, I think that's like the standard, like your upper arm, like where your bicep and tricep is. So your upper arm, your neck, and your calves should all be the same width. I don't even know how wide my neck is, but I do know that my calves are definitely bigger than my upper arm. So I don't have to worry too much. I'm kind of chilling. The muscle group everyone hates to train, the muscle group everyone can't grow, I lucked out with. So that's nice. And then another thing in the meso that I'm going to keep going, I've added direct trap work, which I feel like has worked really well. I have seen like some trap development, and honestly, like it does just make you look. I know I have a shirt on right now. My posture is not great in this chair, but it does give you more of like a bear quality in like your physique. Like you look like scarier. Like it's nice. It's a good look. And I have done direct ab work, like weighted ab exercises, not like sit-ups and crunches, because that doesn't really work as well as like a weighted ab exercise, and doing it in like the 5 to 30 rep range. Like that's what I've been doing. I've been doing like leg raises, and as I've been progressing, I've been actually putting a dumbbell between my feet as I do it. And yeah, I've progressed. I'm doing 15 pounds, and yeah, I have seen a difference there too. I think some people say abs are made in the kitchen, which is definitely true. That's like 80% of getting your abs to pop is that. And from there, you can actually, if you develop them enough, you can get them to poke through at higher body fat percentages. And I've definitely noticed that with the direct ab work. And just as my core's gotten stronger, like I'm like pretty good in I'm pretty good in deadlift. I have a pretty good bench. Squat, I do actually have a pretty good squat. The only thing is I do just more hack squatting for my quads because they were a muscle group that I wanted to bring up. But yeah, no, I think the direct ab work has helped. I have noticed a difference. And also with the life update, I will talk about, I guess, more or less the future of this channel. So one thing that I've planned, so I'm probably gonna do gym content, probably gonna do music stuff and like lifestyle and like also like fashion stuff too. And I think vlogs is really the way I'm trying to go. I'm not really sure how much interesting things I'm gonna be able to do between summer classes and my job, but I'm definitely gonna try to vlog on this channel. And also, just in the life update, I want to talk about just the lessons I've learned, like the last like year and a half ish. Like, so as I've gotten older, right? I think I mentioned in my last video, which was forever ago, that I did like lose a lot of weight. I once was a lot heavier. Life was once very different. I think you know where I'm going with this. So since I've lost the weight, obviously, I'm gonna stop beating my bitch. Girls have been DMing me. Yeah, no, I've been like definitely, I've been like doing like putting myself out there more, or responding to people more, and like I feel like I've learned like a lot of lessons about like what I want in a relationship and as a person, and that like I don't want to say I don't want one, but it's kind of like I only want one if it's gonna work or meets the things I want. I just don't want one to say I have one or for my own self validation, because I feel fine. I don't need external validation. If I bring somebody around, it's because I like having them in my life. It's not because they give me something that I don't have. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, yeah, there's been a lot of like personal growth like this past school year and also the past like calendar year too. I mean, this started like my last semester at Manhattan, and then like there's been a lot more of it like this entire year at Fordham. And yeah, I have like a clear image in my head of what I want, and I'm not willing to like compromise, or like I said, I'm not here to stroke someone else's ego, but I'm also not looking for someone to stroke mine either. And yeah, I've been like a lot happier once I came to that realization. And I feel like it also makes it easier to vet people, and also you feel better about yourself when you are single, because some people do like tie their self-worth to that, how other people perceive them. And I definitely realized that that's not the case, that what so and so thinks of me is not a reflection of my worth as a person, and also is not a reflection of what I think of myself. And I think that's an important thing I want to share with you guys, is that you have to be comfortable in your own skin. And this is for everybody. I know that you say, oh, well, you're tall, you're in good shape and all this stuff, but it's really not about that, because even when I've obviously been this height for, say I'm 21, I've been this height for probably like 6 years. And even with, I guess, the lifting, I started lifting like 3 years ago. I would say I really got into like good shape like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And even with that, I still had like self-confidence issues. And like, I feel like now though, I've more than ever I really just feel comfortable in my own skin. And like, I don't need other people's validation, in the sense where that affects my perception of myself, for better or for worse. And I think that just comes from life experience. I think also from just being in the world with other people too, you kind of realize that people aren't who you thought they were. And people that you might have idolized as a kid, celebrities, or even people in your life, as you get older, you realize maybe you were idolizing the wrong people. And also at the same time, if you put the work in, you start to surpass some of these people in their craft, or in anything, maturity, skill, intellect, whatever. And so that's one thing I want to share in this life update. And thank you guys, of course, for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.